EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The tight end in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Love. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 60 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's caught. Beckham. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on, set.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
22 needle. Smash. Red. Set.
On 1st and 10, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Set.
Dobbs goes in motion.
Hut, hut.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Set. Hut.
Here's Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Set, hut.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Watch out now.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
43 rail. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Shot. 17. Hut, hut. Switch. Yellow. Hut.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Odell Beckham Jr. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On the ready.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love from the gun. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
Second and a couple.
Stryker, 3-3.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Ready.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Love with a give to Dillon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Hill on the draw play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Love. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Love now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third down and 13. And now Love going to change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adafe Owe, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Look at the big fella go. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. touchdown. Justice Hill, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively, and they need their best drive of the game right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready.
A second down throw for Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, Love. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Able to find his man, Kraft. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
Black shot. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Love. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Ajabo able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down is Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
Now Love. And he can't get a throw is taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although